Okay, I thought that was gonna slam way harder for dramatic effect. I have a duplicity theory. Okay, so I've seen a lot where there's like a connection between Malignant and Duplicity. I know a lot of you guys have seen these ones, but they're my literal favorite things to read about because they blow my mind. I know there was the theory going around how like the tour is the same length as Amelia was in a coma. So like it makes sense that what if Amelia's been like dreaming about this whole thing, right? I have more proof as to why this could be real. Harry lied about his name actually being Harry. It's Sebastian. We figured that out. But also remember Harry and Malignant, how he lied about who the leader was? And how if you unscrambled the name he told Amelia, it spelt Harry Styles? And then also Harry and Amelia were in a house fire. That's why Amelia went into a coma. And Duplicity Harry tells Avon that he faked his death by setting his house on fire. Do you not see the connection?
Okay, I was just talking with my friend Summer about this. Duplicity theory. Okay, basically, what if Avon fakes her death and tries to get away from Malachi, and then that causes Harry to be free? Okay, hear me out. And then, so he hires Zane. He finds out Zane's like his son. Malachi finds out Zane's his son. He hires Zane to go find Avon, to kidnap Avon. Or like Mariana, what do we call her now? And then Harry meets up with Avon's mom to try find Avon because he like knows she's like alive still. And then Zane kidnaps Avon, not knowing it's her sister or stepsister. And then Harry, Sebastian, whatever, and the mom find out where Zane is keeping Avon, and they both go in, and it's like a whole little like square triangle type of situation. And Avon's mom's like, that's your brother, that's your sister, and everyone, oh my god, imagine. Okay, this girl's theory, pause to read it, I'm gonna put it. It makes sense. Like, just imagine, I'm watching Little Women, sorry, but just imagine, oh my god.
Okay, so I've seen a lot of theories since Jules tweeted. Here's mine. I'm starting to realize this isn't Harry. Harry normally looks like this when he's drawn. And then Jules tweeted this, which, come on, Skelly. So now we're thinking this is Quincy. But then I saw this TikTok where someone pointed out the fact that Harry might have a sibling. So starting with this email, I think Quincy is still trying to get Harry back on the plan. And with Liam's help, Quincy hacks into Avon's email and sends that email to Galen. But Avon sees it and is confused and opens up the file and ends up being the grave photos. But Harry is behind Avon the whole time and sees the photos and is like, what is that? Which causes a fight where Harry reveals, because he doesn't think before he speaks, that he knows who Skelly is. So Avon storms out, but Skelly is there waiting for her. So he grabs her, and that's what this image is. And then Quincy says that him and Harry are brothers, which is when Avon says, I never knew him like I thought I did. And that's the end of chapter 89. And then 90 is all the boys going to find Avon because they regret being part of Quincy's plan ever because they all care for her now. But at the end of chapter 90, a fight breaks out and Harry gets hurt. And that's how the chapter ends.
Okay, here's my theory about what's gonna happen. Anyways, so Avon, in order to save Harry's life, she joins the mafia, and Harry basically gets excommunicated from the mafia and goes to Maine and hides out there. Meanwhile, Avon goes under Malachi's wing, but she does it like deceivingly. She has this plan, okay? And she gets the help of the boys, and she needs to figure out a way to kill Malachi, so then that way the mafia goes to Avon, and then she dismantles the organization from the inside. While in Maine, Harry is trying to figure out a way to, like, get Avon back, try and get her, and, like, run away with her. You know what I mean? I think the ending of Duplicity is going to be, like, Avon joining and then Harry leaving. She's going to give Harry the journals, and that's why everything's in past tense. Those are, like, her journals that he's reading. And then it's going to be, like, oh, Avon, like, in the mafia. Then the second book is where, like, all this planning happens. But yeah, I could be totally wrong, but it seems right.
Thinking of you, and I'll watch us fall from way up high in a million hotels. You hate to see me cry, and I hate to see you yell. You say you're a bad person, but I say you're the best. Every word you say resonates in the depths of my chest. Existing with you feels like no wind resistance. You've said it before, you're the peak of my existence. Oh, 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 you're the peak of my existence.
Here is one of many of my conspiracy theories for Duplicity. I think Avon's known everything and she has her entire life. I think Malachi already had Avon and has had her this entire time, but I think he sent the boys to get her so she had protection. So when Harry talks about Malachi having the boys test Avon, I think Avon and Malachi were actually testing the boys to see if the boys would protect her. The story about Avon's dad dying from cancer never happened. Jules just put that in there to manipulate us. Avon has always known that Malachi was her dad. And before you say, wait, Avon, we've already seen her point of view, this can't even be a thing, I think Jules is just making us think that that's not a possibility. And then she's gonna punch us in the face with it. I think all this is happening now because Malachi is getting ready to step down and Avon needs to take the lead, but he needs to know that she has protection. So yes, this is a very crazy theory and it's probably not true.
I wanna be alone with you. Does that make sense?